Hello, I'm Edward Tarte, ex-Catholic priest, now math teacher, and atheist. Today is June 28, 2010. In this video, I'm going to tell you about a meeting that I had in my apartment earlier this afternoon, about an hour and a half ago, with two Mormon missionaries and an older gentleman who is a member of the local Mormon church, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It was a prearranged meeting. I had messaged the local church that I had seen two Mormon missionaries on the apartment property and wanted to invite them to my apartment. I asked in advance if I could make an audio recording of the meeting. They said no, it is against church policy, so I didn't make a recording. Accordingly, my description in this video is based on my best recollection of what took place about an hour and a half ago. This will be an edited paraphrasing of what we said. It will not include every detail. It may condense more than one comment into one comment. It will be faithful to the essence of the meeting, which lasted only about 10 minutes. I had a definite plan for this meeting. After the customary greetings, we sat down in a circle, and I told them, "When I was your age," speaking to the two missionaries, "I was a Catholic seminarian studying to be a Catholic priest. I was then a Catholic priest for 5 years. I left the priesthood. I became a math teacher. Now I am an atheist, and that simply means that I do not find any credible evidence for the existence of any God. No credible evidence for the existence of Thor, Jupiter, Poseidon, Baal, Ra, Allah, Yahweh, any God. So, your first task is to give me solid, strong, persuasive evidence for the existence of a God, presumably your God. Any discussion that we might have about your religion or any religion hinges on that first." One of them said, "All right. We cannot prove that there is a God, but we know by faith that there is a God. The Holy Spirit enlightens us, and the Holy Spirit can enlighten you also." I replied, "I understand your reference to the Holy Spirit. When I was a Catholic priest, I believed firmly in your Holy Spirit, but now I find no evidence for the existence of any such being." The older man said, "We can't prove there is a God, but you can't prove there isn't one." I replied, "That is true. A principle of logic is that you can't prove a negative. I can't prove there is no God. I can't prove there is no Santa Claus. I can't prove there is no Jupiter, nor Thor, or other gods. I can't prove that there is no small silver teapot orbiting the planet Saturn. But in the absence of evidence, it is very reasonable for me to deny these things. The burden of proof is not on me, but on you, to prove the huge positive statement that there is a God. And since that is the foundation of a religious discussion, without proof from you, I have no interest in discussing your religion with you. And by the way, I already know a lot about your Mormon religion. And this also means that your work as missionaries is of very little value because it lacks the essential foundation of solid evidence for the existence of your God." One of them said, "But we have faith." I replied, "Faith is of no value in court, in science, or in any human effort to find out about reality." One of them said, "But this isn't court or science." I replied, "But it's life." Before they left, I brought up a side issue. I asked the missionaries whether they are allowed to access the internet while they are missionaries. One of them replied, "Only to email our families." I said, "This reminds me of something about my life in the seminary. My parents, who were very strongly opposed to my entering the seminary, gave me for my birthday a subscription to Time magazine, hoping that it would give me some worthwhile contact with the world outside of the seminary. But the seminary officials refused to let me have access to Time magazine because they wanted me to stay focused on religion. I wish they would have let me have Time magazine. As the three of them left my apartment, I told them that I was going to make a YouTube video of our meeting based on my best recollection, again assuring them that I had not made an audio recording of it. A postscript. About 20 minutes after they left my apartment, I was outside walking, and the older man rode past me on a motorbike and shouted to me, "God lives!" I have other religion videos that are relevant to the content of our meeting, especially my video entitled Evidence versus Faith and my video entitled Hidden God. Thank you for watching this video.